Matthew chapter number 14, verses number 1, 2, and 3. At that time, Herod the tetrarch heard of the fame of Jesus, and said unto his servant, This is John the Baptist. He is risen from the dead, and therefore mighty works do show forth themselves in him. For Herod had laid hold on John, and bound him, and put him in prison for Herodias' sake, his brother Philip's wife. We're going to learn a little bit about Jesus' first cousin, or Yeshua's first cousin, John, or Yochanan. As we all know the story of how the angel went to Zacharias and told him about the birth of John, which was 6 months earlier than Christ. And then that was to Elizabeth, Zacharias' wife, and how the angel had went to Mary and told Mary how she would be impregnated by the Holy Spirit, and that Elizabeth was pregnant also, and Mary went to visit her and stayed with her until the time her son was born, and his name was John, and he grew up. So just to give us a little background. So John grew up, and John was a preacher that told the flat truth. John told Herod about his adulterous relationship. You see, we're going to find out Herod had a lust problem. Herod married his brother Philip's wife, but Herod divorced his own wife to do this. So not only was he an adulterer for marrying his brother's wife, he was an adulterer for divorcing his own wife to get into this relationship. And John, being the man of God, warned him that that wasn't right. Now, instead of them humbling themselves under the power of God, no, they did not do that. What did they do? They became upset. They became angry with John. So they wanted to shut John up, because this did not look good. So they threw John in the prison to shut him up. But Herodias had a deeper grudge than just shutting him up. She wanted John dead. So our story enters with John being dead, and Herod is saying Yeshua, Jesus, is somehow reincarnated from John, and he's doing mighty works to show himself. Herod might have been feeling guilty. He might have been afraid. Who knows? Herod's mind appeared to be twisted at this point. But this is where we are at. And Herod, from this point on, is desiring an audience with Yeshua or Jesus. Not necessarily to believe the gospel, but for other reasons. God, we bless you and we give you glory. We give you honor. Thank God.